The eighth series of Britain's Got Talent began airing on ITV on April 12, 2014. Ant and Dec returned to present the main show on ITV, while Stephen Mulhern returned to present the spin-off show Britain's Got More Talent on ITV2. Judges Simon Cowell and Amanda Holden returned for their respective eighth series on the judging panel, whilst Alesha Dixon and David Walliams both returned for their third series. The series is part of a new contract that will keep Britain's Got Talent on the air until 2016. Auditions for the series took place between January and February 2014 in Belfast, London, Manchester, Birmingham and Cardiff. This was the first series where auditions were held in Northern Ireland, but they did not take place in Scotland. The live semi-finals began on May 26, and concluded on May 31. The live final took place on June 7, and was won by boy band Collabro. The final also marked the 100th episode of Britain's Got Talent. Judges and presenters, Simon Cowell confirmed on June 1, 2013 that the eighth series of the show would air in 2014. He also confirmed that he would return to the judging panel alongside Amanda Holden, Alesha Dixon and David Walliams. On November 15, 2013, it was announced that Britain's Got Talent would remain on the air until 2016. Cowell did not attend the first day of the Manchester auditions after contracting the flu and was replaced by Ant and Dec. He was again absent during the final day of the London auditions, but was not replaced. Ant and Dec returned to present the main show on ITV, while Stephen Mulhern also returned to present spin-off show Britain's Got More Talent on ITV2. Golden Buzzer. This series saw the introduction of the new Golden Buzzer. During the auditions, as well as the standard buzzers, there was a golden buzzer placed in the center of the judge's desk. Each judge was allowed to press this buzzer only once, and it would send that auditionee straight through to the live semi-finals regardless of the opinions of the other three judges. Ant and Dec were given the opportunity to press the golden buzzer as well. The golden buzzer has previously been used on Germany's Got Talent. Holden was the first judge to use the golden buzzer, pressing it during the second day of the Birmingham auditions on February 2, for salsa dancing duo Paddy and Nico. Cowell used it on the second day of auditions in Manchester with hip-hop duo Bars and Melody. Walliams used the golden buzzer on the first day of the London auditions on February 11 for performance singer Christian Spridon, leaving Dixon as the only judge yet to use it. The following day, Dixon pressed the golden buzzer on the second day of the London auditions for girl group Rhea formed. On the final day of London auditions, which Cowell was absent from, Ant and Dec pressed the buzzer for stand-up comedian impressionist Toju. The first press of the golden buzzer aired on the first auditions episode, showing Holden pressing it for Paddy and Nico, followed by Walliams' controversial buzz for Spridon on the second episode. Dixon's pressing of the buzzer for Rhea formed aired on the fourth episode and Cowell's press for Bars and Melody followed on the fifth episode. Ant and Dec pressing the buzzer for Toju aired on the seventh and final auditions episode. Auditions, open auditions, producers' auditions were held from October 19 to December 1, 2013 in Cardiff, Birmingham, Manchester, London, Belfast and Edinburgh. Additionally, to couple with the show's sponsorship with Morrisons, a series of talent spot tents were set up at various local Morrisons supermarkets around the country. These auditions took place from November 15, 2013 in Dundee, Gamston, Killingworth, Norwich, Leeds, Bristol, Wrexham, Plymstock, Liverpool and Swansea. Also, two other sets auditions were held at the Savoy Hotel in Blackpool and the Old Ship Hotel in Brighton on 16 and 17 November, respectively. Judges' auditions. This series saw the first ever judges' auditions in Northern Ireland. However, for the first time since Series 1, auditions were not held in Scotland. A spokesman said, "We have found some great talent in Scotland in the past, but we are only able to visit a limited number of cities across the UK, and this year we decided to visit Belfast for the first time." The auditions began on January 18 in Belfast, before taking place on 22 and 23 January in Cardiff. Auditions continued on February 3 in Birmingham, 7 and 8 February in Manchester and February 14 in London. Cowell was forced to pull out of the first day of the Manchester auditions after contracting the flu. Ant and Dec each took a turn replacing him on the judging panel, but both failed to buzz at acts and left the panel. Cowell also missed the final day of the London auditions on February 14 due to his girlfriend Lauren Silverman going into labour, but was not replaced. Semi-finals. The semi-finalists were chosen on March 9, 2014. The live show started on May 26, 2014, the day after the final auditions episode, and aired each evening until May 31, with the exception of the Friday due to ITV's coverage of England's friendly with Peru. The first 4 semi-final episodes aired from 7:30 9 p.m., with the results half an hour later at 9:30 p.m. after a 30-minute episode of Coronation Street. The fifth show on Saturday, 31st May aired at the earlier time of 7 o'clock 8:30 p.m., although the results show still aired at 9:30 p.m. Each results show featured a guest performance which were Ella Henderson, Ed Sheeran, The Vamps, will.i.am, Attraction and Richard and Adam. Henderson performed on the first results show, Sheeran on the second, The Vamps on the third, will.i.am featuring Wise on the fourth and Attraction and Richard and Adam on the fifth. Semi-finalists: AAAAA a winner, AAAAA a runner-up, AAAAA a third place, AAAAA a finalist, AAAAA a semi-finalist, AAAAA a wild card, AAAAA a golden buzzer. Semi-final summary. Semi-final 1, guest performer, Ella Henderson, a Euro Ghost, won. The judges' vote was a split decision. Darcy Oak was announced to have received more public votes and was sent through to the final. Semi-final 2, guest performer, Ed Sheeran, a Euro Sing, 2 Bulldog FMX team's performance was recorded outside, in one take, in advance to the live show. 3. This was the first time since Series 5 that an act in the semi-final had been buzzed off. Semi-final 3, guest performers, The Vamps, a Euro Last Night, for the judges' vote was a split decision. Yannis Marshall, Arnaud and Mehdi were announced to have received more public votes and were sent through to the final. Semi-final 4, guest performers, will.i.am featuring Cody Wise, a Euro It's My Birthday, 5. The judges' vote was a split decision. Lettuce Robotham was announced to have received more public votes and was sent through to the final. Semi-final 5, guest performers, Attraction and Richard and Adam, a Euro Can You Feel the Love Tonight, 6. This was the first semi-final since Series 4 in which no buzzers were pressed by any of the judges. 7. On May 29, it was reported that Paddy and Nico had withdrawn due to injury, but the following day a further announcement was made that Paddy had received the all-clear from doctors and would be able to compete, although the act would be slightly modified. Final. The final took place on June 7 from 7:00 p.m. until 9:30 p.m. The final marked the 100th episode of Britain's Got Talent. Guest performers, Diversity and Little Mix, a Euro Salute. Cheryl Cole featuring Tiny Temper, a Euro Crazy Stupid Love, 8. Cowell pressed his buzzer during Yannis Marshall, Arnaud and Mehdi's performance. This was the first time in Britain's Got Talent history that an act was buzzed during a final. Ratings, controversy, hometown. On March 15, 2014, there were fixed claims when it was revealed that Irish boy band Hometown, who auditioned successfully, were in fact managed by the X Factor judge Louis Walsh. However, the producers denied any wrongdoing. Their audition was not shown on television. Paddy and Nico. Controversy was also caused when it was announced that dance act Paddy and Nico, who advanced to the semi-finals after gaining Holden's golden buzzer in the auditions, had previously won the Spanish talent show Taza que Veils, which has a similar format to Britain's Got Talent. Cowell defended the pair, stating, "Don't knock Paddy for performing on a Spanish talent show. She's British and wants the chance to perform in front of our royal family. She's 80 years old. Let her have that chance. You the viewers will decide." Holden faced backlash, primarily on Twitter, after comparing Paddy's performance spirit to the soldiers on D-Day in 1944. After Paddy and Nico's final performance, Holden commented, "I'm so proud of you. You have come back from injury with fighting spirit. I hope that today is Paddy Day." Many tweets expressed the distaste in comparing Paddy Jones to soldiers that had fought in the war. Ed Druitt, Cowell was not present at the audition of singer Ed Druitt. However, many believe that this was set up as Cowell would have recognized him, as Druitt has previously penned songs for The Wanted and One Direction. It was also reported that Druitt had been asked to audition by producers so that Cowell could sign him to Psycho Music later on. In response to these claims, Druitt insisted that he had never met Cowell before his audition. He said, "I can completely see why people think, oh, hang on, One Direction are with Psycho do Britain's Got Talent, they must be paying him. Not at all. It's just if someone wants a song, I'm going to give it to them, especially if they're One Direction." References